Hey everyone, I'm gonna die. I was planning to do recording, like, in the house and all that stuff, and just do how I usually do. But yeah, I don't feel good. I'm gonna literally probably just lay down. But I'm gonna do the review of the movie, spoilers, I guess. But spoilers were basically Deku in Class 1A go to basically this one island off of Japan, Nova, around there, Nobu, I think. Nobu Island, and basically they have their own small hero agency. Mostly them just running around doing small things like charge a battery or stuff like that. Not really fighting any crimes, mostly just helping out the community, which is pretty cool and is a little bit reminds me of because I think I know in Chicago and some other places in America, they have superheroes, but really they just help out with stuff like that. So, but yeah, this reminded me a little bit of that. But yeah, they basically go there. There is a new experiment similar to the Nomu, except this guy is named Nine because he can actually steal 9 powers because he has a fragment of One for All in him. No, All for One. Sorry, All for One in him. And basically him and his League of Villains basically are trying to take over the world so they could have the world is ruled by the strong from Dr. Stone. This then basically leads to the bad guys going to the asylum because they need to grab this one kid who has this ability that allows for cell regeneration, because the main bad guy, though he has 9 powers inside him, he himself those powers are degrading him. So he needs this one ability so he can rejuvenate his cells. And basically from there, you have Class 1A fighting these villains. And again, the animation is really good. There's a whole thing where Deku kind of acts as the All Might to this one kid, as well as we get a little bit more bonding with Bakugo and Deku, which I kind of like. Which you watch it again, people say oh, I know my friend Oda, he hates Bakugo, and I'm like, the way I see Bakugo's even though they're the same age, Bakugo is the older brother to Deku. That's how I at least see it. Even the whole idea of Deku being annoying and stuff like that seems something an older brother would kind of be and stuff like that. But and also the younger brother trying to overdo the older brother and so on. But they have a good brotherhood kind of thing going. But yeah, so basically you have that. You have some really good fights. It's a simple plot, really. It's literally just come to this island. They take out the communications. That's what he has to wait till help arrives, while trying to keep the citizens safe, while also fighting these new threats and this guy with multiple powers. And it's pretty fun. It's a simple plot, but it's really good. And then the ending is holy shit. Which one, they did a couple things. One that this Nine, as his name is, easy name. But Nine basically at one point tries to take Deku's power. He tries to take One for All, and he's oh shit, I can't do that. He has more than one quirk. Which one that gives to because I always wondered what the hell do they mean by stockpile powers for One for All, or is it just stockpiled strength? But no, at least reading about some of it as well. Again, I haven't read too far into the manga. I've only really seen the anime and the movies. That One for All actually has multiple power, all the powers of all the other people are mixed within this one power and are transferred over. Which means that there's some cool freaking abilities that Deku should be able to get later, hopefully. But yeah, Deku fights the villains, or Deku and Bakugo really are the ones who everyone has screen time. All of one has screen time. They all fight the enemies and stuff like that. But at the end, it's really the peak of it all, where they are all beaten up, they're almost dead, and Deku basically goes, "Gotcha!" and through a little bit of blood seeping, which seems like the easier way to do than eating hair. Deku transfers One for All into Bakugo, and we see a pretty damn awesome fight where Deku and Bakugo go 100%, and they start fighting Nines, who then goes himself 100%, whatever his powers are. The fight is freaking awesome. It's cool seeing seeing how One for All reacts to a quirk, because Bakugo was like super strong, the one where like he's melting rock and all this stuff. It's like, it's really freaking cool. And the fight is well animated. The music, it sounds like it's like a little orchestra. I guess is orchestra. It's like this slow sing, kind of similar to like when Deku saved Eri, kind of like similar to that music. And it was nice, operatic. Although I do feel like that was kind of like the song, like, oh, this is the end, like no one's gonna die. Like I feel like that's kind of what that song sounded like. But in any case, it was pretty good though. It was pretty awesome. Though at the end, like Deku, Deku obviously he loses one for all, uses his final smash, and but then at the end when All Might gets there, you know everything's destroyed. The bad guys are beating and stuff like that. I just love that like Kacchan apparently now has one for all. I'm like, oh, cool. That like I was expecting Kacchan to go like you know just give like Deku back one for all, because I don't think you can't take it back. But then no, like it's just that Kacchan apparently knocked out before the transfer was complete, because apparently when it's not 100% transferred, the file gets corrupted and just goes back to the user. Okay. But no, and then like I think it might have something to do with All Might's teacher, because apparently she has a very special ability. I'm not sure the exact of it, but I believe it's something similar to Eri's ability. Maybe it's not. Who knows? But basically, All Might says, "This is a miracle," and I'm like, "It's Deus Ex Machina is what it means." What you mean? But still, out of everything in this movie, that was the only Deus Ex Machina. It's pretty damn good. Unlike something like, say, the Bleach movies, where like you really can't tell where the timeline is, or it f's over continuity like greatly, like two guys having the same Zanpakuto. So that this doesn't mess up the lore any, as well as it doesn't seem to mess up the lore, as well as it adds more to it, because again, it says that Deku has more than one power inside of him. So that's freaking awesome. And but yeah, so yeah, the movie was awesome. I highly recommend it. It's really fun. Thanks for watching the videos, and we will see you later. I'm gonna go lay down. I feel sick and horrible. Ugh.